What's good everyone, it's Steve from Sneaker Tech Talk, back with another video today. For today's video, we are going to take a look at the Spring 2023 Jordan brand releases. Obviously here you can see the AJ9 Concords, very similar to, as you can see here, the OG Olive 9s. They do release January 9th for $200. I am thinking about grabbing these. I think I may pick them up because they do resemble the OG colorway, the olives there that were just on screen. Definitely a clean colorway. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of these and what pairs out of all of these that you guys are looking forward to picking up. Next up, we do have the AJ1s in the True Blue colorway, releasing January 14th for $180. For me, for Air Jordan 1s, unless it's a really spectacular colorway moving forward, or just an OG colorway. If it's an OG colorway, there is another one on this list that I'll be picking up. But unless it's an OG or a really spectacular colorway, I'm going to be passing on most AJ1s. But as you can see here, there is a True Blue Air Jordan 1 releasing January 14th for $180. Next up, we do have the Jordan 5 Mars for her, January 14th, $200. Very similar to the Raging Bulls, as you can see here, that released, I believe, in 2020 or 2021 as a retro. The original ones came out in 2009 in the pack, the Raging Bull pack. But for me, I just don't really understand this release because it's more or less the same colorway, maybe a little bit lighter of a red or an orange. But again, this is releasing January 14th. Let me know what you guys think of these, and they will be releasing for $200. Next up, we do have the Air Jordan 2. This shoe has been getting a ton of release dates as far as colorways and models. This one is the AJ2 Craft in the women's colorway here. Definitely a clean colorway. If I can grab them on sale, I'll probably do so. These do release January 26th for a retail of $200. Let me know what you guys think of the AJ2s. For me, this one is definitely a clean one coming out at the end of January. Then you got the AJ2s in the Lucky Greens releasing February 3rd. These do draw somewhat similarities to the pair for Ray Allen, as you can see right here. Obviously the color blocking is a little bit different, but it is a mostly white 2, and these release February 3rd for a retail price of $175 I'm catching online. So let me know what you guys think of these. I think I am gonna grab these. Definitely a clean colorway on the Air Jordan 2s. Next up, you have the Air Jordan 4 in the Craft. It looks like a gray colorway here, some great material usage. These are releasing just before All-Star Weekend on February 11th for $210 USD. Definitely a clean colorway, but for me, nothing that I'm looking to pick up, even though the Air Jordan 4s do get a ton of hype. And if you look online, they do resell for crazy prices. But for me, again, with the Air Jordan 4, I really like to keep it to original colorways, but this is definitely a clean one. Next up, we do have the Air Jordan 1 in the High 85 black and whites. I'm going to be doubling up on these. February 15th, $200. As you can see here, the material usage is going to be very similar to all of the other High 85s, some really thick and raw cuts of leather. As you can see here as well, we do have a pick of the OGs from 85. So just a very easily worn pair of Jordan 1s. And if anyone calls these the Panda Jordan 1s, I'm going to lose my mind because I'm sick and tired of seeing Panda dunks. And these are not Panda Air Jordan 1s. They are the black and whites, the High 85s. I'm definitely looking forward to these. Next up, we do have the Air Jordan 1 in the reverse Laney. The color blocking here, as you can see, is reversed from this pair that released about 8 or 9 years ago now. But this pair will be releasing on February 17th for a retail of $180. Definitely a clean looking shoe, but it's just pretty loud. And like I said, unless it's an OG or really something special from Jordan brand on Air Jordan 1, I will be passing, and it's no different here with the Air Jordan 1 in the Laney colorway. Next up, for All-Star Weekend, we have the Air Jordan 13s in the All-Star or Playoff colorway. Depends on who you ask. These released February 18th. As you can see, they're on MJ's feet here when he did get the MVP of the 97 All-Star game, I believe it was. 97 or 98? Sorry, 98. But definitely a clean looking shoe. I did have the 2011 pair. Those kind of fell apart on me in the last year or two. So again, I'm really looking forward to these. One of the cleanest looking Air Jordan 13s. Just a beautiful colorway. You really can't go wrong. Hoping the materials aren't bad. Not holding my breath, but these will retail for $200 on February 18th, All-Star Weekend in 2023. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 4 in the Seafoam colorway. As you can see here, a white, black, and Seafoam green. These released February 24th for $200. The Air Jordan 4 is a model that has garnered a ton of popularity in the last 5 or 10 years. But for me, I've got my white cements and my black cements, my Lightning 4s, and a few other ones sprinkled in between. So I'm going to be good on this colorway. But if you're looking forward to picking these up, these do come out at the end of February for $200 USD. And then next up, you do have the Air Jordan 1 in the Cement Print colorway here. It's mostly a white, gray, and black shoe. Kind of looks like it has an aged midsole. These will be releasing February 25th for $200. I'm seeing online. It is a $20 price hike. I'm not sure if it's because of the materials, but I also wouldn't be surprised if you see these for $180 as well, if that was just a typo. But if you're looking forward to this colorway, again, the end of February, a pretty clean colorway nonetheless. I definitely like it. Next up, you have the Air Jordan 14 lows in the women's colorway. March 3rd, $200. I think they should label these as the tinfoil Air Jordan 14s. If you want these, I would say wait, because I could see these going for 50 to 60% off at the outlets. Not really a shoe a ton of people are going to be after. But again, if you want a glam Air Jordan 14, March 3rd. Next up, you have a shoe that's going to be very popular, I'm sure. You did have the Michigan and the Oregon pair. Now you have the UNC pair. March 4th, $225. I'll definitely be going after this pair. I don't think it's going to be easy to grab this pair. The other models were pretty tough to grab, but definitely a clean looking pair right around March Madness time there. So March 4th, $225, all over UNC Jordan 5. You really cannot go wrong. And then next up for me is my shoe of the year for Jordan Brand. You got the Air Jordan 3 Cement Print Reimagine March 11th, $210. I'm going to be going after about 3 or 4 pairs of these for sure. If I can get more, great. I'm hoping they release this shoe in the numbers they did for the Air Jordan 3 Fire Reds, because those were very easily attainable over here in Canada. For like a week or two even after release, they had full size runs on a few websites. But definitely a clean looking shoe. You have that white upper, the kind of off-white midsole, aged look. Definitely a clean looking shoe. As you can see here, here's an original from '88 with the cracked midsole. Definitely happy they didn't go with the cracked midsole look, but nonetheless, this is a very clean shoe. Nike Air on the back. The new shape of the Air Jordan 3s, which is based on the OGs, so you really cannot go wrong. I'm super hyped for these. Let me know how many pairs of these you guys are going after, because I'm pretty sure everyone wants a pair of the Air Jordan 3 releasing on March 11th. Next up, you have kind of a PE inspired Air Jordan 5 releasing April 8th for $200. These are kind of a play on Chris Paul's pair from the Hornets, I believe, back in the day. As you can see here, here is his PE pair. I think I'm going to be passing on these. If they would have had nubuck, I think I would have maybe grabbed them, but it kind of looks like they're going to be a suede, and I'm just not a fan of the suede materials that they put on some 5s, so I think I will pass on these. But if you are looking forward to these, April 8th, $200. And then last but not least, you have the AJ6 in the cool gray colorway, releasing April 19th for $200. Very similar color blocking to the Carmine Air Jordan 6. Pretty clean nonetheless. I think I will be passing on these. I will be good. I do have Carmines. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of the spring 2023 collection. That's going to do it for today's video. As always, if you guys can like, comment, and subscribe, it helps the channel a ton. But until next time, peace.